Hi friends! Sophie's here. Sophie's here. Hi everyone, happy Friday. I hope you're all having a wonderful end of your week and are prepared for the holiday Holy Weekend. If you celebrate, happy Easter. Today is Friday, April 15th, and this is my 4th Flosstube. I'm Angie, and this is Tiny House Stitcher, and this is Sophie Jo, my princess. Oh, thank you. Okay. So thank you so much for being here, and welcome back. If you've been here before, I'm thrilled to have you with me. I'm enjoying this so much I can't even tell you. All of the comments and encouragement is just amazing. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I found my tiny tribe. Thank you for being here. So real quickly, I wanted to shout out to all of the other Flosstubes out there. This is my 4th video, and it's a lot of work. It's a lot more work than I ever thought it was going to be. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. I just wanted to say thank you to all of the other Flosstubers out there who are educating and enabling us on the daily. Thank you so much. Also, I thought I'd point out the elephant in the room. I am growing out my glitter. This is not a mistake, and I'm not lazy. This is actually intentional. It's at that kind of awkward stage where I'm walking down the street and people are like, man, she needs a box of color. Anyway, a couple of Flosstubers that I wanted to thank. Pam and Steph. You guys, Pam and Steph shouted me out. I was beside myself. Thank you, ladies. You are the best. You are royalty. Thank you. I bow down. I can't wait to meet you at StitchCon. So, hi guys. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Marie with Stitches and Diamonds. Marie's a new Flosstuber too, and I had started watching her, a couple of her episodes before this happened, and I was just so enjoying her Flosstubes, and for her to mention me was just like, oh, I was so excited. Marie's amazing. She has the best sense of humor. She has a beautiful accent. I'm sorry, Marie, I can't remember where you're from. I'm sorry. And her work is beautiful. If you haven't checked her out, please do so. I want to say she's on episode 5. She's like one ahead of me, I think, or maybe one less. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But Stitches and Diamonds, check it out. And I will link both of those below. So Marie, love you, girl. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much for all of your comments about Mania. We talked a little bit about that last time. I showed you my board from last year and wasn't sure that I could handle it this year because that many starts kind of freaked me out. Not kind of, it definitely freaked me out. And so I kind of asked you all to give me your ideas. What do you plan to do? And so we're going to go through some of those comments. And I will say that by and large, I'd say 80-20, folks are feeling like Mania is a little bit too much pressure. Cross stitch is their safe place, their relaxation, and the pressure's too much. But we do all agree that we enjoy immensely watching you all that do Mania tackle it and show us all of the wonderful things that you're working on. So please keep doing that. We love to see it. So I will tell you some of the other ideas that some of our friends had. One new project a week or a weekend was a big one. Lots of people are doing that. And I didn't realize the number of whips you start correlates with the year that it is. So, or at least I gather that that's how it started, if that makes sense. So for 2022, you would start 22 new starts. So I didn't realize that. I thought I'd share it. I'm not sure. Maybe that's not true. And feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I heard some of that. We have a couple of people do one new start for every 5 days. And one commenter, Julie, does that, but she also carries it on to the following year. So kind of like I was doing last year where I have the calendar, and if I finish it, I can take it off the calendar and replace it with something else the following year. She does the same thing, only she's starting one every 5 days, which is much more manageable in my humble opinion. Darlie is going to work on her whips in the order of what is closest to being finished, which is absolutely brilliant. She will also be making one new project bag and kitting one new project each week in May. So she'll be working on her 5 whips. She'll be making 5 bags, and she'll have 5 new kitted projects. So I thought that was great. Good one. And then each day on a different whip, or every 3 days on a different whip. So that's whips instead of new starts, which I like. Some people are joining Michelle from Penny's Daughter Shares. She is doing an FFO Mania. So she's doing an FFO each day, which is a great idea for those of us that have stuff in the under the bed boxes, Pam and Steph would say. Some folks are doing ornaments each day, so a very small or a small. I don't know if that I could finish one in a day, but I think that's much more manageable for sure. Some folks are doing a set number of stitches every day, 100 or 150 stitches each day on a whip or a new start. Doesn't matter. Some people are just doing one new start for the whole month. I'm hearing that Stephanie at Lindy Stitches is doing Maynia, which is where she works on whips during the week and starts a new project on the weekends as a reward for goals met, which is a great idea. Best of both worlds. And then Lynette, she does one motif on her Quaker sampler a day. I love that. Love that. That's a great idea. So that was the bulk of the comments I received. There were a lot of comments. Thank you all so much. And I think it was interesting to see how many of you, 70% of you are probably doing Wipgo in some sort of less stressful way, which was so fun to see. So thank you all so much for sharing your ideas and your processes. And if you found something interesting in that, if you've decided to do Mania in a different way, we'd love to hear it. Let us know. Okay, I wanted to also thank Jocelyn, who she suggested I watch a Flosstube. And those of you who saw my last Flosstube, I was talking a little bit about the difficulties I've been having in finding the right linen. Not only finding linen in stock in general, but finding linens in the colors that I'm expecting, because it's very hard to tell. I don't have an LNS near me. I have to do everything online. And so it's very hard to really get a feel for what you're going to get in the mail. And I have had very little luck so far. So I have been looking for a fabric to do Let Love Rain on. And Jocelyn suggested that I take a look at Julie McConnell and Reflections Flosstube. She is doing a chart of the week where she takes a different chart each week and she does like a floss toss with different fabrics with that pattern. And apparently Flosstube number 184 was the one she did for Let Love Rain. So Jocelyn, thank you so much. I'm very much looking forward to looking at that. I haven't done it yet, but I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I had a commenter who asked me to explain Wipgo a little bit more. So I'm not going to get too much into it, but I just kind of wanted to touch base again. Wipgo is kind of a bingo game. At the beginning of the year, you set up your bingo card, and it doesn't have to look like this. It can be written on a napkin. Do your own thing. It's totally whatever you want it to be. And we're in April, but if you still wanted to do it, you could just block off the numbers that have been called so far and do it for the rest of the year. There's no rules. So this is my Wipgo board. Wipgo was created by Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and she did a Flosstube probably towards the end of last year when this Wipgo year was getting ready to start, and it was a complete description and explanation of the whole thing. So I will put a link to that Flosstube below so you have that. All I will say is do what you want with this. Put whatever you want in there. I have some wool applique projects in here. Most of the ones that I have on here, I set a goal for myself for 5 days on each one. I have very few whips, so some of my whips are on here at least twice. So just do what you want with it and enjoy it. Some people give themselves rewards when they have a bingo. That's another great little aspect of it, but that's what Wipgo is. And Jesse calls the numbers for the following month on the 27th of each month, and it's two per month. So I hope that helps. Again, I'll put the full description link below to Jesse's YouTube. Okay, I have some great news for you guys. You may have heard that Etsy's raising its prices on its sellers, and there are some sellers who went on strike, and I was one of them. I put my shop into vacation mode on the 11th, and people are doing that from the 11th to the 18th to kind of protest the increased rates. I was charged almost $200 last month in my big sale of bags that wiped me out. But that's a lot. That's too much. So I have decided to start my own website. The website will be tinyhousestitcher.com. I will be listing my bags and any of my other products on that website. I do want to wait until I get this round of new bags done. I'm hoping to have them done this weekend. I have 5 new bags that will be posted, each of them in 2 sizes. I will also be including, I'm thinking of starting a finishing service. So I have included a contact form, just a contact form. I really don't have anything set up as far as prices and all of that yet. I'm going to do some research and hopefully have that in the next week or so. But if you have an interest in any of my finishes, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to chat with you about it. And so I'm hoping to have the website live on Monday, if not sooner. And again, it's tinyhousestitcher.com, and I look forward to seeing you there. I hope you can all come check it out. So that's my big news. So you guys, I have been extremely productive this last 2 weeks. I don't know what is going on, what's gotten into me, but my fingers are on fire. Just call me Fire Fingers Angie. It's not normal. I don't know how I got so much done. So in the last 2 weeks since we last chatted, I have 3 new starts, 3 finishes, and 4 FFOs. It's a lot. I don't know how it happened, but I'm excited. So I'm going to show you my starts first. The first one is Abe Lincoln, and I'm going to put a picture here. I showed this in my kit parade that I did on my first, I think it was my first Flosstube. And I couldn't wait to start it. I was so excited. It's a cute little primitive. I'm going to make it into a little pillow. It's by Miss Prim. It's called Abe Lincoln. I'm doing it on 36 count linen. The color is Viteris by Mystic Fibers. And here's where I am. And you can see I have taken it, the pattern says O and then Honest Lee with an LY here. I just took those out. So it just says Honest Abe. So I finished the hat. And then as I got to the brim around here, I started looking at this fabric, and I noticed on the pattern that his face is not filled in. And this fabric, I don't know if you can see, but it's got a definite green tint to it. So I don't know, either Abe is gonna look like he is not feeling well, or he's going to look like Martian Abe. So I'm going to see how it looks once I get it all, once I get his face done and see if it looks bad. And if it does, I may go back and fill in a flesh tone color because I don't want him to look like a Martian. But also in the picture, you'll notice that some of the colors on his facial features are extremely strong. So I am going to lighten those up a little, tone them down a little. So that will be Honest Abe. I'm excited about him. Here are the colors for Abe. And again, like this is not, I don't think I'm going to use that. That's too strong of a color for me. And I also have a little floss bling that I made. And someone asked me to do a tutorial on this, making these. These are super easy. I learned from Michelle at Mama Loves You GB's. She has a tutorial. And so I will link that below because that's where I learned, and I think she did a great job. So she also has some amazing fabric dyeing tutorials that I've used before that were great. So I encourage you to check those out. My second new start was Hive Rules by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I am stitching this on 28 count. Sorry, let me look at my notes. 28 count Berkshire Hive even weave. And I'm using, this is one of my old flimsy bags, but it had bees on it, so I used that. I am stitching this, sorry, Abe, I'm stitching 1/2 in the called for color so far. This is the Berkshire Hive even weave. This is my start. And the colors, I've gotten pretty far. I'm almost halfway. I'm missing a stitch in that green square I need to go back and fix, but this has been a lot of fun to stitch. So cute. Called for colors. Those were two of my starts. My third start is my Smalls Exchange for StitchCon. So that's a secret. I can't show you that one, but I will take some pictures, and after StitchCon's over, I'll go back and show you what I made. So my finishes. My first one is called Coffee Spelled Backwards. And this is from Demented Stitches on Etsy. I have changed the colors quite a bit because this is for my sister, and her colors are teal and dark red. So here's my finish. And I stitched this on 28 count Vintage Country Mocha. And the teal color is by Threadworks. It's number 01581. The red is one of the DMC variegated flosses. It's number 115. And the rest are the called for colors. So they've got some cute patterns on that Etsy shop. Demented Stitches. So I'm looking forward to giving this to my sister on Mother's Day. And I keep that in my Central Perk bag from Friends. Okay, another finish. This is Daughters of the American Revolution by Victorian Motto. I mentioned before that I am a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution, and I make these occasionally for their fundraising efforts in silent auctions. So I have ordered the frame for this. I'm hoping it comes in before my deadline to have this in. And I changed the colors a little bit. It originally called for a red color, but the new logo for the DAR is blue. So I changed it to Twilight by Weeks. And there are two greens I'm using, Bayberry and Secret Garden. So that's that one. I'm happy to have that one done too. And I may do another one of those in the future, but I won't bore you with it. And my third finish was When Life is Done by Silver Creek Samplers. That's just a picture I printed out. I stitched this on 32 count Belfast in the color Jazz by Picture This Plus. Here's the finish. I made this for my mama for Mother's Day. The changes that I made, this was another cardinal, and I changed it to a dragonfly because that's my family symbol for my dad. Obviously, the information here is personalized to my dad. The gal here had long brownish red hair, and so I changed it to my mama's beautiful silver hair. And I changed the dress to purples because purple was also my dad's favorite color. So I'm excited to give that to Mom on Mother's Day. So cute. It was a little tough to work on at times, but it was also very healing. And then my other FFOs, I finally finished Olga. Olga's stocking. I was terrified to FFO it, but it turned out beautiful and I'm very happy with it. So that's Olga's stocking. I did line it, so I will be putting some fall floral something in it during the fall, and I'll be hanging that up. So pretty. I'm so happy with it. So that's Olga's autumn stocking. We have this one. I'm going to hold this. Hi, baby. I'm going to hold this back here a little bit because my stitching is not great. This is the first and maybe only time I will ever stitch on black. We did not get along, but it turned out cute, so I'm going to keep this for myself. Baby It's Cold Outside by Shannon Christine Designs. That was fun. And this one, I love this. This turned out so great. It's got dog hair on it. This is Buzz Off by Plum Street Samplers. And what are you doing, Soph? This is stitched on 40 count even weave dirty chalkboard by Be Stitch Me. I used all of the called for colors, only I went over the crown with DMC Diamant to give it some sparkle. I don't know if you can see that. And this piece was, I found at Hobby Lobby, and it had a second wooden piece on it that was smaller that I just pried off. It was some nautical saying. So here's the, it just fit perfectly. So here's the information from Hobby Lobby. And then I covered a board with some fabric that I had that had some gold in it, and I used Shakespeare's Primitive Red Mini Pom-Poms by Dames of the Needle to bring out some of the reds in the pattern. And I just love the way he turned out. And this is a stand-up. It can stand or be hung. I love it. It's so perfect. Buzz Off. There's another one that says Eat Crow that I want to do very soon. Love Plum Street. So those are my FFOs, and I'm very excited about those. Okay, it's starting to get dark outside. I had to turn on another light. So the next thing I have to show you is my haul. I bought some new patterns and some other goodies. I bought some Bent Creek stickers, and I got these at 123 Stitch. I don't have a whole lot of Stitchy stickers, so I bought these for my planner. And I also bought these, and these I got on Etsy from the Crafty Grimalkin. Cute. This one, look at all those purples and that cute little girl. Got those and these. So I'll put the link to that Etsy store below as well. This has been on my wish list for quite a while, so it's time. Getting ready to do some Christmas in July, so this might be one of the ones I pick up. By the way, all bundled up by Brenda Gervais and With Thy Needle and Thread. I found a couple of older Plum Street patterns on Etsy, so I picked this one up, A Lady's Trim, Keep, and Companion. How cute is that? I don't think I've ever seen this before, so I had to pick that up. Love that one. She might be, can't tell if she's a witch or just a lady, but I loved it. This one's a little older too, although probably not as old as that one. This is Sampler House 3 by Plum Street. Sorry about the light, guys. John and Abigail by Plum Street. I love the bee skep up here on the pole or whatever. So cute. This one I loved, but I just finished telling you that I'll probably never stitch on black again, but that on black is stunning. So I might have to try it again. Maybe I'll pick something lighter than black. See if I can do any better. That's gorgeous. This is Colonial Blooms by the Scarlet House. This came out at Market. This one also came out at Market, and I love it. It's patriotic. It's Plum Street. God Bless America. I think I will darken up that roof, though, a little bit because it's really hard to see. Although, if I picked a darker fabric, it might be fine. So, we'll see. That one's beautiful. I love that. And then these, I've been seeing these for quite a long time now, and they've really piqued my interest lately. I don't know why, but these are the Animal Crackers series by Stacy Nash. This is Scarlet. Isn't she cute? I haven't decided if they're going to be stand-ups or just pillows, but oh my goodness, how cute is that? And this is Humphrey. He's a little elephant. And I think there's like 5 or 6 more, so depending on how these go, I might be having a whole circus, who knows? So cute. I bought some more fabric, and for some reason I keep buying 46 count. I haven't even stitched on 46 count yet. I hope I like it, because otherwise I'm in trouble. But I was thinking after we last spoke, about how difficult it is to be able to tell what you're ordering. And I thought, well, what would help me, and I mentioned it in the last Flosstube, was that the people who list the DMC numbers with their fabric is a huge help. It's just, I just think it's such a big help. So I went through and picked out what I thought were the closest DMCs to the fabrics that I bought, and I bought quite a bit. So I wanted to kind of walk through some of those with you. Okay, so the first fabric that I wanted to show you is Old Linen by XG Designs. And please keep in mind that dye lots are very different, just like with thread, and even the dye on different counts of fabric is very different. So I'm going to do the best I can with what I have so that you have an idea of what to expect. But, you know, every shipment's going to be different. So this is the fabric. I'm going to show you close up. And I think the color is pretty true. It's looking a little bit lighter in the camera than it really is. That's better. And the DMC that I pulled out for this one is 648. Seems to be the closest. And it doesn't look as close in the camera as it does in real life, but this has some very sparse, I won't say light, because it's not all that light, but there's not a lot of modeling. It's not very dark. So that's that one. And again, that is Old Linen by XG Designs. And it's closest, in my opinion, to DMC 648. This one is beautiful. This is another XG. It's called Rocky Mountain. And this one is, again, not what I was expecting. It's a very light fabric with some gray modeling. Again, not a lot. It's very kind of sparse. But this is beautiful. And The floss that is closest to it is DMC 762. That looks a little dark. Yeah, it's beautiful. I'm not sure what I'll use it on, but I don't use whites very often, and that's very light for me. But I'm sure I'll use it. It's gorgeous. The next one, I had a really hard time ordering this. This is Confederate Gray. And I think it's just called gray now, hopefully. But this is not gray. If anybody was wondering, and I've been wondering for a long time, this is not gray. It's beautiful. It's got extremely light modeling, like not a lot of modeling at all. And I chose DMC 3782 as the closest match to Confederate Gray. Or gray, hopefully. By weeks. The next one is one of my favorites. This is not the first time I've ordered it, so I knew what to expect. This is 40 count Old Massachusetts by the Primitive Hair. And this is it. I used it on the Daughters of the American Revolution. And this is my new piece. This one's got a little bit more modeling than the last one did. But I really love this. This is a true brown. You won't find any green in here. It might be a little on the yellow side of brown, but it's definitely brown, which is what I've been looking for, are browns. And I keep getting browns with green in them. So I love this fabric. It's beautiful. I do know that Primitive Hair sells a similar fabric, but the different count has a different name. I think it's 30 count and it's called Old Salem. It's not Old Massachusetts. It's Old something else. I'll put it down below if I can find it. But I highly recommend that fabric. If you're looking for a mottled brown, that's the way to go. Jojo. Hi, Mama. You want to say hi? Say hi to the peoples. Say hi to the peoples. Oh, she's been such a good girl. Okay. The next one, again, not at all what I expected, but these are, I mean, I may not have bought these if I'd seen them, and I'm glad to have them. I think it's going to do me a service in, you know, making me step outside my comfort zone. So this one is called Frieze, F-R-I-E-Z, 40 count. Can't tell who it's by. Rogue? Fabric is Rogue, it says. I got this at Inspired Needle. Now this fabric is very hard to describe. It has some blue, like bluish green modeling, very light bluish green, and it also has some kind of pinkish. So these are the two colors that I picked for it. And really, the colors are the modeling more than anything. The fabric is a cream fabric, but there is a lot of modeling. It's pretty much covered in in the colors. So I chose 453 for the pinkish color and 3024 for the greenish color. Again, they're both very light colors. But this is a beautiful, beautiful fabric. I just think this is gorgeous. So pretty. This was another hard one. This one is a green. It's called Cashmere by Weeks. This is 40 count. Let me open it up some more for you. And this is definitely brown and green. Again, green. But it's really gorgeous. The green is very faint. And it kind of, the brownish green is almost the whole, that's all you see. It's not like a brown with green modeling. It's a brownish green with darker brownish green, if that makes any sense. So the number that I picked out for this one is 644. And, you know, it's hard to, like I said, it's hard to pick out a color for the modeling because really I think it's just a darker version of the base color. But this is gorgeous. So pretty. These are just gorgeous. The more I sit with them, the more I fall in love with them. The next one, this has been killing me. I've been trying to figure out what this is. I got this from the attic, and the label says FOAW as the maker. And I know I should know who that is. It's driving me nuts. So this is Cocoa. There we go. And this one's beautiful too, but again, greens. It has green in it. There's a, this shows you a lot of the green right here. Again, a beautiful color, but not what I was hoping for. And so it also is kind of purpley, which is probably why I love it so much. It's purpley with green. And these are dark colors that I chose. I would say that these are definitely the colors, but in lighter, obviously, tones. But this is 3787. The green is 3787. It's an olive green. And 3861 for the purple. It's a mauve purple. It's just gorgeous. This is beautiful. I will use this one fairly soon. This is gorgeous. Again, 46 count. What? I don't know why I did that. And this one is way out of my comfort zone. This is, I've never used anything like this before in my life. Again, FOAW. This is called Brick. 46 count again. Woo! It's actually, I think it's a bolder color. It's very saturated, but it's beautiful. And the color that I picked for this one is 301. Ooh, see, that looks totally different than the fabric here, but in person, it's spot on. So, I hope that helps. That's all I have for fabrics. So before we get to the giveaway, I have some more exciting news. I'm so excited about this. I can't believe it. So last Flosstube, I showed you this new chart that I bought, and I was talking a little bit about how much I love these stockings that are for things other than Christmas, that can be hung all year long, can be hung in different seasons. This one, these are the same pattern, just in different colorways. And I really love this one. I'm going to do this one in purples. And I was looking at it and I noticed all these the other stockings that they offer. And these are by Carriage House Samplings, but these stockings are designed by Brenda Gervais. Sorry, Kathy Barrick. These are designed by Kathy Barrick. And I started looking at them and I had to get some more. So I got this one, this one is the Quaker stocking. This one is the sampler stocking. Beautiful. But let me back up. This one that I showed you last week, or last Flosstube. After I showed it, I got a message from my friend Michelle. Hi, Michelle. And she said, hey, I have that pattern. Let me know when you want to start it, and I want to start it with you. And I said, let's do a Sal. Let's do a stitch along. And so we started talking about it, and we said, how about summer stocking Sal? So on June 1st, we are going to start a stitch along, and it will be Summer Stocking Sal. And I hope that you'll come and join us. I have put together some stockings that I have that I wanted to show you to give you an idea of some other ones that are available out there that are not necessarily Christmas. I do have some Christmas ones too, but I thought it would be interesting to show you some of the other ones. So again, Carriage House Samplings has some more here, and I will put some pictures up of some of them because they're stunning. They're just beautiful. I showed you the Quaker one and the sampler one that I bought. This one is also done by Kathy Barrick, but this one was on her own, and I just love this one. This is the Embroideress stocking. How pretty is that? I love the shape of the toe too. That's cute. And of course, I've shown you these before. These are His and Hers. These are by Plum Street. I think they're called His and Hers Thanksgiving stockings, if I'm not mistaken. And these are adorable. They're not very big, about as big as my hand. These are tiny. These were done on 40 count. I love these. So these are my Thanksgiving stockings. And now Olga too, my fall stocking. And then I have this one kitted up. This is Betsy's stockings. These are obviously patriotic. Betsy's stockings. These are small too. So cute. And Michelle also asked me if I had this book, and she said, you know, there's a whole set of stockings in there, and I had totally forgotten about it. So this is Home for the Holidays by Blackbird, and there's a set of 5 stockings, and you could, you know, you don't have to make these Christmassy. You could do them in different colors. You could leave them out all year. That's the first one. Yeah. There's the second one. Yeah, because he's not necessarily a reindeer. He could be just a deer. So pretty. So I think Michelle's going to work on these next. And these are all in the same books, Home for the Holidays. And the last one, so pretty. So those could be Christmas, or you can change the colors. They can be just about anything. Now, Blackbird also put out these kind of booklets, and each, I believe there are 11. I don't think there's one for actual Christmas, but there are 11 others. And each one has 3 stockings in it. And these stockings are 3 by 5 inches. So they're little ones. So I have a few of them. This one is By the Chimney with Care. So they're not Christmassy. Let me show you the back. This is probably better. I love this one because this is, you don't see a lot of New Year's cross stitch. And then it also has this beautiful little birthday one. Those are so cute. So that one is By the Chimney with Care by Blackbird. This is Splendid September. Look at that stocking. How cute is that? And the other 2 that are included. Splendid September. This one is Sweet August. Oh, that one is beautiful. So pretty. There are the other 2. And the last one I have is Patriotic July. Love this one. So I hope you go out and check out some of the stocking patterns that are out there, because there really are some spectacular ones. There's some quirky ones, some really strange ones. They're just beautiful. And I know that Blackbird has a whole book of Halloween. I'll look up the name of it and put it down below. I think it's on my wish list. Stockings, and there's quite a few of them in there too. So I will look that up for you and put it either here or down below in the links. So it's time for our giveaway. Thank you all so much for entering. I'm so glad. I hope you had fun with it. I did. So our first giveaway was the quarter yard 28 count Berkshire Hive fabric, and the winner is Pat Stockmeyer. Pat, congratulations. The next one is Project Quarantine, and this went to Tanya at the Starlit Stitcher. Congratulations, Tanya. This one is October's Party by Little House Needleworks, and the winner is Teresa Vaughn. Congratulations, Teresa. And Olga's Autumn Stocking, excuse me, by Plum Street. The winner is Lorraine Bergstrom. Congratulations, Lorraine. And lastly, the project bag. And this one went to Diane Lemon. Congratulations, Diane. I'm looking forward to getting this to you all. If you could please email me. My email address is in the description box below, or instant message me on Instagram, and I will get those out to you as soon as possible. If your name is different than your YouTube name, if you could please let me know what your real name is and send me your address so I can get those out to you as soon as possible. That would be great. Thank you for watching today. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful weekend. If you celebrate, happy Easter. I hope you spend it with your loved ones. If you're not celebrating, I hope your weekend is wonderful and filled with lots of stitchy time. Prayers for Ukraine. Thank you all so much for being here. Sophie says goodbye. Sophie says goodbye. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye.